Welcome to Herzl Middle School. My name is Taya Allardyce and I'm the head of the Student Council. Every year we invite the grade 6s to visit the middle school, and in the evening the parents are invited to an information evening. Since we can't do that this year, we've decided to do it virtually. But before we begin the tour or any introductions, I want to tell you a little bit more about my personal experience at the middle school. My time at the middle school has proved to be challenging, rewarding, memorable and extremely enjoyable. Throughout these 2.5 years, I've grown so much and learnt a lot about myself and the world around me. It's hard to believe that it was only 2.5 years ago that I first arrived at the middle school as a shy little grade 7. I remember feeling intimidated by the countless corridors, big grade 9s and all the new teachers. But soon I felt welcomed and at home at this busy, fun-filled environment. Something I loved about coming to the middle school was getting the chance to meet so many new people. I've made new friends from Constantia and Weizmann and have reconnected with old ones from Highlands. Something else I love about the middle school is the newfound independence we are given. At the middle school, we are treated as the young adults that we are and are given the responsibility to take advantage of all that is offered to us. I've learned to make the most of every aspect of school. Sometimes we need to take a step back and realize all that the school offers, from an academic, social, cultural, sporting and religious point of view. Whether it be in the classroom, on the stage or on the sports field, there are opportunities for everyone. For me though, it's easy to get sucked into all the tests, projects and assignments. But I've learned to find the balance between working hard, having fun with friends and taking part in cultural and sporting activities. At the end of the day, this is what is going to give you the holistic education that Herzl strives for, and it will make your 3 years at the middle school so much more memorable and exciting. Push yourself out of your comfort zone. I speak from experience when I say this. Putting myself out there and trying new things is what has allowed me to grow. It has allowed me to learn more about my passions, my interests, and myself. One of my middle school highlights was being a part of last year's annual school play. We presented 13 the musical. Yes, you heard it, a musical. I've done ballet and drama for years, but I've never been the biggest singer. So performing in a musical was definitely pushing myself out of my comfort zone. But honestly, it just made the experience all the more valuable and exciting. I also got the chance to meet a new group of amazing and talented students and made friends from grade 7, 8 and 9. I've also learned to make the most of leadership opportunities. From house captains and team captains to grade representatives and the grade 9 student council, everyone is given the chance to become a leader. And becoming one teaches you so many lessons about responsibility, accountability, compassion and humility, to name a few. From joining a school club to signing up for Olympiads and taking part in sports days, I encourage all future grade 7s to try new things and participate as much as they can. It is up to us, the pupils, to make the most of all the opportunities presented to us and to make the most of our 3 years at the middle school and make our own unique experience. Time moves strangely at the middle school. On the one hand, it has flown by. I remember visiting the middle school as a grade 6 like it was yesterday. But I've also grown and changed so much during this time. The young girl I was at the beginning of grade 7 is so different to the young adult that I am now. I've grown more independent, mature and confident in myself. Of course, every student's middle school experience is going to be unique. Embrace everything it has to offer and enjoy the special time. The Student Council is voted by both the teachers and the students. Here they are: Ella, Shiley, Jenna, Gina, Bella, Gemma, Tristan, Leo and Matt. The Student Council is made up of 14 councillors. However, Ashley, Erin, Talia and Daniel are at home. The Student Council is a voice for the students of the middle school. We present an assembly every week, host events, run projects and talk about topics of interest and relevance. Amongst others, we've hosted a Friendship Day, brought to light forms of discrimination and prejudice in our No Place for Hate assembly, and created a video where we got all the students involved for Teacher Appreciation Day. Mr. Brawson has really given us the freedom to make the middle school our own, taking part in events and talking about topics that we feel are relevant and important. I've definitely realized the significance of this opportunity and have tried my best to make the most of it. This year, the council has really had to adapt. We've had to present assemblies virtually and interact with most of the student body online. Instead of having our weekly meetings face-to-face, we've been meeting online to continue our role in the middle school. We can't wait to share our middle school experience with you and show you what makes it so special and unique. To begin the tour, let's meet Mr. Brawson.
Good evening, parents. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Shane Brawson, principal of the middle school. Normally I would be addressing you live. I would have had your kids for a visit at the school. Obviously, due to the COVID virus, we're going virtual tonight, but a huge welcome to the middle school. So I think it's imperative that we start off by looking at what defines us, and that's the fact that we're a Jewish day school. The question is, are we a school for Jews or a Jewish day school? And there's a big difference between the two. The one is we just drop the kids off because they happen to be Jewish. The other is we actually educate them in Jewish values, Jewish life and learning, and it's critical that as a school we celebrate all Chags appropriately and according to Jewish laws and traditions. Herzl is a proudly Jewish Zionist day school. While we have 5 different pillars, the one pillar I would like to touch on is academics. I think this year has been extremely testing, but I think Herzl has come to the forefront of education, not only in Cape Town and South Africa, but actually worldwide. Our online learning program has been exemplary, it's been absolutely fantastic, and it's been well received by our pupils. I think that going forward, online learning will definitely be incorporated in our formal learning program in 2021. I think this is an exciting opportunity for our kids not to only have formal education, but for us to have hubs around the school where pupils can actually do online learning during the course of the day. These are exciting new innovations that await us and await your pupils going forward. A fantastic new innovation at our school this year has been the Eye Centre, and this lays the foundation for the online learning as well as for creative thinking skills that are going to be critical for the young adult going forward. This is going to be the crux of what education stands for at the middle school, and I'm incredibly excited about the opportunities that await your children. I think that our strength at the middle school is our staff. We look at a system where we have an incredible deputy principal in Judy Kohler. The organisation of our academic program is unsurpassed, and we have an incredible team of grade heads. Grade 9, Mr. Frank, grade 8, Mr. Collins. You will hear from both of them later. But more important to you as grade 6 parents will be the grade head of grade 7, Mr. Blumenthal. Mr. Blumenthal is a Herzlian through and through, having been at school at Herzl, having taught at Constantia, and now being at the middle school, he'll be the head of the grade 7s. You'll also hear an address from him a little later, so we look forward to that.
Hi everybody, I'm Sean Cannon. I'm the campus rabbi for the United Herzl Schools. A warm welcome to our Herzl Middle School Beit Midrash. This is the place where the magic really happens. We have tefillah here every single day, as well as all of our Jewish studies classes. It's lovely to have you. At Herzl Middle School, we encourage all our pupils to take an active role in all of areas of their schooling, particularly in Jewish life and learning. And so, one day, maybe you can also deliver your own Devar Torah. And that's what we're going to be hearing from today from Bella, who's going to be delivering today's Devar Torah. Take it away, Bella.
Hello grade 6 parents. I just want to leave you all with a short idea about new challenges. Your children have just reached the age of Bar and Bat Mitzvah, which is a time where they're going to experience new challenges both physically and spiritually. And for your children specifically, that includes a change of school. A lot is going to change for them. New friends, new classmates, new teachers, new extramurals, a new campus. And these new changes will create new challenges for them, which is a good thing, because our neshamas have a deep need for growth. The challenges don't need to be big, but they need to be consistent. We learn this lesson from the Hanukkah candles. On the first night of Hanukkah, we light 1 candle. On the second, we light 2. And we continue to do so every day until the 8th night when we light 8 candles. This means that what was enough for yesterday is not enough for today. If on the 4th night I light 4 candles, perfect. I've done the mitzvah perfectly. But if I light the same 4 candles on the 5th night, then I'm lacking, I've fallen behind. Each day requires a new candle. If you aren't faced with a new challenge every day, you're not receiving more light and your neshama can't grow. I honestly can't think of a place where my neshama has grown more than in middle school. I've been faced with new challenges every day, both big and small, and I'm truly blessed, but it's because it has given me the opportunity for both me and my neshama to grow. And if your children decide to face their challenges instead of fearing them, you will be amazed by how much stronger and wiser they'll become. I'm so excited to see what they have in store for middle school.
I would now like to introduce you to Mr. Blumenthal, our grade 7 head. Mr. B ensures your smooth transition into the middle school. More than anyone, he understands that this transition is not always easy. That's why he's here for every grade 7 who needs any support or guidance. Let's hear it from Mr. B.
Good evening, grade 6 parents. My name is Benjamin Blumenthal, and I am the grade 7 head of Herzl Middle School. In 1995, the year we won the Rugby World Cup, I arrived at the middle school, a terrified little guy from Herzl Constantia, that rural Jewish heartland of the southern suburbs. Our year group were the guinea pigs, undergoing a social experiment which would stand the test of time. You see, I was the very first grade 7 year to enter the middle school. Of course, it wasn't called grade 7 then. We were in standard 5, and we came here with the standard 6s. I recall like it was yesterday the exact spot in the hall where I sat nervously listening to names being called out, which would comprise my new class. I was in Mr. Faulkner's class, that eccentric little man with his dry British sense of humour. I loved him, and I loved my time in his class, despite not being placed with a single friend from Constantia. Much has changed since then, such as making sure we place your child with at least one friend to make the transition into grade 7 a little smoother. But there are aspects of the move from grade 6 to grade 7 which have not changed one iota. Each year, on the first day of middle school, we are faced with hordes of timid, petrified, uncertain grade 7s, huddled in their groups as if safety in numbers will protect them. They have every reason to be afraid, you see. After all, by then they would have heard the horror stories of having to manage their own lockers, packing and unpacking books at break time, navigating on their own to find their classes as opposed to teachers coming to them. They would have heard of new grade 7s getting lost in the sprawling building never to be found again, and tales of sadistic fire-breathing teachers who dish out transgressions for sport. They soon discover the cold, hard truth about the middle school from the moment they step into that hall to be divided into their classes, just like I did 26 years ago. The truth is that the middle school, its principal, teachers, mentors, and grade heads are loving, caring, and nurturing people who will go out of their way to make them feel at home and welcome. Most of us are parents ourselves who see our own children in the eyes of our pupils. We understand the needs of our grade 7s, be it pastoral, social, or academic. The fear and angst that has built up for so long prior to their arrival here evaporates like ether and opens up a whole new world of opportunity before them. In grade 7, our emphasis is on developing independence and resilience in your children, while ensuring a safety net is well in place to catch them when they fall. Because, after all, falling is such a necessary part of growing and learning and really understanding what you are capable of. There is no getting up without falling first. So, we are equipped with the patience of Job to handle this privileged task, to teach and mentor your children in a stimulating, exciting environment that provides for them every opportunity to grow and develop, to be young, to have fun, to learn who they are, and on profound and myriad ways that they are absolutely unique. Our mentor program pairs a mentor up with his or her mentor group for the year in order to manage the social, emotional, and academic needs of their mentees. This is what sets Herzl Middle School apart from other schools. The staff genuinely care about the holistic development of each and every child. Within a few months, you may not recognize your child because in this short space of time, and in stark contrast to those first few days of confusion and uncertainty, you will see a strong, independent young man or woman who is able to organize and manage themselves through a busy school day. A pupil that can work both independently and collaborate in groups. Stand up and confidently address a class or parent body. Think critically about the world around them. A tech-savvy youngster who researches, compiles, and submits their work through Google Classroom, and a young adult who has the freedom to explore the creativity, whether it be in the art room, from a bimmer, in a world-class sound studio, from a stage, on a sports field, or in front of a computer. These are the 21st century skills which underpin everything that we do here, and which will equip your children with the skills necessary for a new world in the future about which we know so little. Just some of the events in the year include Klita Camp, the highlight for most, where the new grade 7s integrate with those from other schools, shed their primary school identities and bond as a year group. Marine Day, where pupils can go snorkeling and explore the rocky shore. A visit to the aquarium, the raucous fun and competition of Athletics Day, the rivalry and ruach of our combined gala, the mind-bending, number-crunching thrill of Pi Day, The absurdity of Purim, the legendary middle school Pesach Seder, Friendship Day, Grandparents' Tea, Showcase, guest speakers, outings around Cape Town, a lot is crammed into the grade 7 year. The middle school can now boast a state-of-the-art innovation center managed by the passionate duo of Meneer Foster and Tanya Stein, and offering such modern specialties as drone flying, coding, robotics, and Minecraft. Our award-winning Learning Support Department helps each pupil achieve their potential by offering academic support, study skills, time management, planning, social and emotional support. They also offer an extension program for pupils who are looking for opportunities beyond the curriculum. For a breakdown of each subject offered at the middle school, please make use of our Grade 6 Parent Handbook, which will be emailed to you. The handbook covers an overview of topics, goals, and teachers for each subject. I feel it would be remiss of me if I didn't make mention of the impact of the corona pandemic on our grade 7s this year. Sadly, because of the sudden onset of the pandemic and necessary closure of our school throughout Term 2 and staggered return in Term 3, our grade 7 year was unable to enjoy some of the highlights of the year as mentioned above. Suddenly, and without warning, we were thrust into online learning. But in the Jewish spirit of education above all else, and without skipping a beat, the middle school made available a world-class online learning program the very next day, which continued for the full duration of Term 2. It would be nice for the teachers to take all the credit because, well, through hard work and incredible dedication, they pulled together what could only be described as a world-class online teaching program. But the real heroes of lockdown were our pupils, who by and large rose magnificently to meet this challenge face on, took ownership of their learning, and made me, as the grade head, so profoundly proud. Thank you for making Herzl Middle School your school of choice, and thank you for entrusting us with your precious children. I cannot wait to meet them next year.
Hi, I'm Matt, and I'm going to show you some of the facilities that we have here at Herzl. We're going to start off with this AstroTurf field, where students can take a break from their lessons inside and come and play soccer or just sit with their friends. We have our swimming pool that is the training ground of all our water polo teams in the summer. Right behind me we have one of the natural 7 wonders of the world that we have the pleasure of looking at every single time we come outside. Right outside the school gates is the start of the mountain bike trail that traverses through the mountain. Down in the high school we have the multi-purpose hall that includes a fully functioning gym, an athletics running track, a futsal court, and it is also the venue of the subject sport that we have at middle school. As you can see, we have lots of facilities here at the middle school, and I really hope that you enjoy them when you come next year.
Hi, I'm Ella. On the academic frontier, we have, in my opinion, the most interesting subject, science. As you can see, the science labs are extremely well equipped with all the chemicals and equipment needed to conduct our class experiments. These happen quite often to demonstrate what we're learning in class. This is always something to look forward to for us. We also have a large assortment of wildlife here, including our very own famous garden and various animals such as snakes and spiders. This is all cared for by our fantastic science and biology teachers, who are all extremely passionate about their subjects and make sure that every lesson is interesting and enjoyable.
Hi, my name is Leo, and here we are in our beautiful Atrium Hall. As you can see, there are many posters and signs in English and in Hebrew all over the walls. These posters and signs all show significant reminders about the special qualities we have in our school's environment. So many of our day-to-day activities take place here, such as school assemblies, school productions, events, break times, and so much more. It is the center of our school and is where a lot of the Herzl magic happens. We invite you to come take part in this magic.
Hi, I'm Gemma Khan, and welcome to the technological side of the school. This is where new and advanced concepts are learned, used, and adapted. From 3D printing to coding to advanced game playing, we have it all in our new eSteam Center. This eSteam Center is very new to our system and is run by Meneer Foster.
Hi, I'm Jenna, and I don't have to be a mathematician to tell you how incredible Herzl's math department is. Our classes are streamed so everyone can learn and grow at a comfortable pace that is just right for them, while still challenging themselves. Speaking about math, here's our head of the math department, Miss Payard. She'll be demonstrating a math lesson for us on the smartboard.
Hi, I'm Shaili. The English program at the middle school is very enriching. We cover aspects such as language and literature. Every year we read a different set workbook and analyse it. For example, this year in grade 9 we read The Art of Racing in the Rain by Garth Stein. As you can see behind me, there are a lot of thrilling recommendations. I can't wait to see what you think of these amazing reads. We look forward to seeing you in the middle school.
Hello, I'm Gemma Khan and welcome to the Afrikaans class. As Afrikaans is one of South Africa's 11 official languages, it is very important to learn here at school. And nobody knows this better than our Afrikaans department. Our Afrikaans teachers are very kind and nurturing and will be by your side every step of the way. There are so many ways that you can express yourself in the subject, like via slideshows, orals, project-based learning, and so much more. It doesn't matter if you don't know much Afrikaans, because these teachers will be by your side and explain any concept to you until you understand it. This department has to be one of the most kind, nurturing and considerate departments in the school.
Herzl has a variety of cultural opportunities both during school and after school. Here at Herzl there are 3 cultural subjects to choose from, being art, drama and music. When you're in grade 7, you get to try out each of these subjects each term, and in the 4th term you get to decide which one of these subjects fits you and you carry on with it for the rest of your middle school career. I take music, and it is definitely one of the subjects I most look forward to. There's a theory and practical element to it, just like each one of these subjects. Not only do I learn how to play music, but I learn how to interpret it. And also I get to let my creativity run wild and perform songs. Although I don't take drama, I know how fun, challenging and exciting it is. Drama students get to create plays, scenes, act them out and learn the history of theatre and much, much more. And lastly, there's art. I'm always blown away by how magnificent their artworks are and how hard they work. Something all 3 of these subjects have in common is that they never fail to push you outside of your comfort zone, challenging you to try new things. No matter which subject you choose, there are numerous extramurals, ranging from vocal ensemble, drama club, art club, and you can even go to the music house and learn a variety of different instruments. Throughout the year, Herzl puts on many productions and events, such as vocal ensemble performances, the music showcases, school plays, and Feel the Beat. I highly recommend you take full advantage of all the outstanding cultural opportunities Herzl has to offer.
Hi, I'm Tristan, and this is the High School Beit Midrash. The High School Beit Midrash is where all Jewish studies lessons take place. The room is beautifully decorated and has a very good learning environment. It hosts a prayer service every day, and once a term on either a Monday or a Thursday, there's a father-son to fill in ceremony. Each Jewish studies class is divided into 4 groups. Each group has their own table teacher. This is to help you make a better relationship with your peers and table teacher. The syllabus is very informative and helps you look at things in a much clearer way. I really enjoyed the Beit Midrash program throughout my time at the middle school, and I'm sure you will too.
Hi, my name is Gina. At Herzl, we take menschlichkeit very seriously. The Yiddish word mensch, which means a good person, comes from the word menschlichkeit. Grade 6 is a year where all the students integrate into one school, and the menschlichkeit pillar assists with this. We know that some may find it trickier to integrate, but at Herzl we take this into account and make sure that everyone feels welcome. CAG is an extramural that I personally attend and I love it. It is a community action group where we go on outings and organize fundraisers. Our last outing that we went to was to Oscar's Ark, and during lockdown we started a drive where we donated a whole lot of masks to a school in Langa that we previously visited last year. Something so amazing about Herzl is that academics, sport and culture, they are all so important, but so is menschlichkeit. And they teach us this and highlight this to us so that we always know to give back to the community and to others. We are so looking forward to having you at the middle school next year.
Hi, I'm Amanda Barkel. I'm the head of the Learning Support Department at Herzl Middle School. We are here to help any of the new grade 7s or 8s or 9s with all of your academic requirements. If you're needing help with any particular subject or organizational skills, or just feeling like you need some support and finding your way around the new middle school building, we are here to help you. Our door is always open, so please feel free to come and meet us, introduce yourselves to us, and we're here to support you guys.
In conclusion, I would obviously love to have met you face to face. Unfortunately, that was not possible. But if you do have any questions, I'm a phone call away, I'm an email away. I normally say my office door's always open, but unfortunately at the moment it's not. And interestingly enough, I've really missed the interaction with parents since COVID stepped in. But I really do look forward to meeting with you and communicating with you going forward, especially in 2021.